What's cracking, everyone? My name is Eric, and today we are going to be looking at the third episode in the Optimizing and Organizing series, which is Workspace Optimizing. So we're finally starting doing optimizing, and as I said, today is going to be Workspace Optimizing. So this is what you can do to optimize the game for the client and for the player to reduce lag and get an overall better performance. So there honestly isn't much to be talked about today. I'm gonna be talking about unions. I'm gonna talk about triangles when you import models and meshes, and then I'm gonna talk about server and client side scripts. So the thing is, most optimizing that can be done lies within the script. However, there's still some left in the workspace to do. So we're gonna be looking at that today. So first of all is unions. So basically, parts load the game pretty much. The more parts you have, the more performance heavy it is. I mean, it isn't noticeable, but if you have like a big game and you haven't grouped or union anything, then it will get really performance heavy. Sorry. Um, so what you want to do is ultimately reduce the amount of parts. But there are two main ways you can do this. You can group parts together, as we've explored a few different times. That just you just right click and press group, and you've got yourself a model which you can name whatever you want. And then you can also union, which I've also explained before in the advanced modeling video. You can union pieces together. What you want to do or what you do really depends on the goal of it. Sometimes unioning is best, other times grouping is best into models. And also don't union and model or group all the time. I mean, if you feel like it's over the top, just don't do it. But like try unioning and grouping where it makes sense and where it can be done, where there are a few parts. So that will generally reduce lag. Next up is triangles. So this is kind of hard to demonstrate within Roblox Studio. But basically, when you import models, there are things called triangles. So basically, models consist of triangles, a lot of triangles put together. So I honestly don't know much about this, but let's say you import a sphere as a model. Then this sphere would just be made of a bunch of triangles. However, there's so many you can't really make them out, and it just appears as one smooth sphere. So also triangles can actually reduce a lot in performance. If you have a lot of models. However, Roblox Studio automatically sets a triangle limit on 5,000. One of the by far the number one program to model with Roblox Studio is Blender. It's an external program, but Roblox Studio supports Blender, so you can just import models from your Blender files. In Blender it actually shows how many triangles you've got in your model, and it also shows that the limit is 5,000. As long as you're under those 5,000, you're good, but still try to keep it low. And actually, from that, the idea of low poly models come out. Where we have like intentionally stylized models. If I search here, for example, for low poly tree, I will probably get a few results. You'll notice there are some things here. You'll notice that it's intentionally like a bit rough, a bit stylized, in order for it to be a little better for performance, but also because it has like its own style, it can look quite good. And then the last thing is client side and server side scripting. So once again, this is kind of hard to demonstrate here, and this also has a lot to do with scripting. Ultimately, you want to have the server handle everything. So basically, the game consists of two main parts from which the game can be run from: the client and the server. So the server is the server. It handles like every global task and stuff like that. And then you have the client. The client is the player. So oftentimes you have scripts on the client. For example, a shop script that will be on the client because you don't want the shop to appear for everyone. But things that can be handled by the server, you want to be handled by the server. So you can make an event or something instead. So let's say you want to have a button that opens a server. Client-side scripting. In client-side scripting, you would just have a script that just opens the shop, like I've showed you before. With server-side scripting, pardon me. You'll then connect the button to an event which fires, and then that event will trigger an opening of the shop. Now the difference here is that because it triggers an event, the server handles events, and thus the server will handle the opening. So small things like a shop opening button and stuff like that don't really need to have server-side coding, but like for larger scripts and things that can be exploited, you might want to look into doing it server-side. But yeah, as I said before, this is kind of a short video. You have unions and models. You have triangles, and then you have client and server-side scripting. That's all I really got for today. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which is gonna be optimizing. Sorry, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.